Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tariq. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and to watch my previous videos. My last video was a part 2 to my first video. These videos discuss signs of the times. In both videos, I talked about the addiction to money as a sign of the world ending. Money is a man-made creation that provides a sense of false security in a false world built on money. In this society, we wake up and leave our houses either to spend money or to make money most of the time. It takes money to own anything, and the more money you have, the more you can own. Unfortunately, it's also true that the less money you have, the less you can own. The system of making and spending money thrives on the fact that most people in today's society gain their self-worth from how much they can own and how much they make. This misplaced focus is what creates the matrix. The matrix is the illusion that we have it all together and that this society is healthy and fulfilling. People who get trapped in the matrix can spend their whole lives thinking life is about working for money or winning the approval of family and friends. Our society also uses other things that keep the mind in a competitive, rat race mindset. This mindset in an individual and as a collective keeps the matrix running. Society keeps the matrix running with systems. This can be a belief system such as religion, and for some materialism, and institutional systems such as prisons, schools, universities, the workforce, and the military force. Once you start to open your third eye and become more involved with your own ascension process, it is natural to start to question our society and to wish for ways to live in control of your own life. In this video, I will talk about some different ways to free the mind and live outside of the matrix. It is true that living fully outside of the matrix is very challenging and will require much more than these tips to completely escape financially, physically, spiritually, etc. But these tips are just to encourage free thoughts and allow complete independence from the matrix to become more accessible. Leaving the matrix tip number 1. Learn to think outside of religion. Religion is used to control us and get us used to not asking questions. While every religion has some truth, the best way to approach the universe is with an open mind. An open mind allows for more fulfilling experiences to reach us in ways that are new and exciting, versus a closed mind restricting us to our comfort zones and repeat experiences. Leaving the matrix tip number 2. Fight the power. Authoritative figures in our society tell us what is right and what is wrong and what is normal. We live our lives based on what one group of people at the top tell us to do. We should rebel and find like-minded people to create communities together. Most people are probably not ready for this step, but the people who are should find like-minded people to grow with, and eventually we can go out and wake up the others. Leaving the matrix tip number 3. Question the economy. The economy is trash. We have to make money to pay money to keep making money. It's a cycle. This never-ending cycle is depleting our resources and polluting our planet. We can all see that it isn't working, so why do we go along? The way things are now is not the way things always have to be. Leaving the matrix tip number 4. Detaching from materialism. Having money and objects is really pointless in the grand scheme of things, but part of being in the matrix is forgetting how unimportant these things really are. Most people who wouldn't leave the matrix, if they were given the chance, wouldn't leave because they would be afraid of going to a place where you would have to be more than your wallet. A good way to detach from materialism is to place more value in people and experiences rather than money and objects. Leaving the matrix tip number 5. Watch what you eat, say, and think. Being mindful is important because the matrix can only entrap people who don't live their lives in a conscious state of mind. The goal of the matrix is to create mindless drones who are committed to their own slavery. Our society feeds us things that they market as safe, but these things are really deadly and should be avoided. Some of these things include fluoride, excessive amounts of salt and sugar, and genetically modified plants and animals. The way we dress, talk, and think are determined by constantly shifting trends in music, in fashion, and on social media. If we are not mindful of the way we behave and of the things we eat, we can easily fall into societal patterns and routines that aid in the controlling of our minds. Some good ways to be mindful are to keep track of the things you and your children watch, to keep your surroundings clean and clear of clutter, to practice meditation, and to monitor drug and alcohol habits. Human beings living in a state of ego-mindedness and unconsciousness has led to the pollution of an entire planet and sickness and suffering for people of all different religions, races, socioeconomic statuses, and nationalities. A major key to escaping the matrix is to stop accepting their labels. Labels such as race, class, gender, and more are small but constant reminders to fit in and follow the rules. Another hard thing to accept is that ultimately money has no power in the real world, and if money was eliminated from the equation, our society would collapse and backfire. We can't build a healthy society on such a shitty foundation. So that's all for today's video. Comment any ways you may know to escape the matrix. Like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.